Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So, yesterday, actress Lupita Nyongo posted a photograph on her Facebook page. And this photograph was from a UK magazine. She took some photographs for the cover of that magazine. And instead of posting the original photograph on the magazine decided to Photoshop the photograph. Originally, the sister Lupita Nyongo had her hair pulled back in a bun or ponytail with her natural curly African kinky hair and stuff like that. So the magazine decided that it would be more aesthetically pleasing if her hair was slicked back and the ponytail was removed. So they changed her image. And the sister expressed her displeasure with this decision. The sister was talking about how at one point she believed that lighter skin was better or more beautiful than darker skin. She said that at one point she believed that silky, straight hair was more beautiful than curly, kinky African hair. But she said that she has since learned to love herself, to love her dark skin, to love her natural African hair and other African features. And she, again, expressed her displeasure with the magazine making this decision. And she said that if she had something to do with it, she would have prevented it, from what I understand. So let's talk about this. There are a couple of things that I want to talk about with this issue. The first thing is this European standard of beauty. These magazines, while occasionally they'll feature a Lupita Nyong'o or other African American or African women on them, for the most part, these European magazines, these white magazines, promote a white standard of beauty. And from the day our girls are born, from the day that they're children, they are indoctrinated with this myth of white supremacy, with this lie that somehow they are not beautiful. This lie that somehow the white woman, the white standard, is the standard of beauty. They're taught that white skin is more beautiful than dark skin. They're taught that long, straight hair is more beautiful than African, kinky, curly hair. That's what they're taught. They're given Barbie dolls to play with, white ones with blonde hair and blue eyes. That's the primary toy that a lot of girls are given as, in their childhood. They're given Walt Disney that has most of their images are images of white princesses, white queens and all that kind of stuff. White girls being the standard of beauty. So that teaches them that in order to be beautiful, they have to look like this white woman. And this whole direction that this magazine went with, in terms of editing out this sister's hair, changing it so that it looks smooth, so that it's not curly and you can't see, her natural features and all that kind of stuff, her natural hair. They're perpetuating that message, that there is something wrong with African features, that there is something inherently unattractive about our natural African state. And we see, the manifestations of this message that's put out here, teaching us that whiteness is better. We see it every day when we see our sisters walking around here with weaves in their hair, when we see our sisters with these wigs on, when we see our sisters with their hair blonde. And some people, when they get enough money, they literally change their skin. They literally bleach their skin. And we've seen that with that sister Azalea Banks and, that guy Sammy Sosa. I was just looking at a picture of him on Facebook a few minutes ago. This brother is a dark-skinned man, a dark-skinned African man. He has bleached his skin so much that he virtually looks like a white man. We've seen this with Little Kim, a black woman from Brooklyn who bleached her skin to the point where she looks virtually white. And I did a prior video about that. This is what self-hatred does to people. And this is what these magazines and these fables that we are taught as children, what they do, they program us to hate ourselves. And we have to ask ourselves, why do we continue to go to such sources to be photographed, to try to participate in these particular sources instead of building our own? And I know that Sister Lupita and Nyongo has been featured on Black magazines as well, but I think that that should be our focus, man. We should support our own, build our own, so we're not dependent on these people for our self-esteem. So we're not dependent on these people for the definitions of what it means to be beautiful. Let us create our own definitions. Let us embrace ourselves and love ourselves instead of begging these people to love us, instead of begging these people to appreciate our beauty. Let's appreciate our own beauty in our own institutions and build those institutions. You know, a lot of times our people have been programmed to believe that this white man's ice is colder than the black man's ice. We've been taught to believe this white man is superior to us. That's why you'll have, you know, even so-called activists that are supposed to be about the people, you will see them running to white media sources over their black brothers and sisters who have media sources. Running to be on the white man's platform as opposed to supporting their own brothers and sisters' platform. You know, for instance, like, you know, I have this blog here. I do live streams and all that kind of stuff. I do Google Hangouts with people. For a long time, I've been trying to interview some activists here in Baltimore who are fighting against inner city violence, who are trying to call for a ceasefire. But yet when I reach out to them, they are non-responsive. You know, they don't want to return any messages that I send them or any of that stuff. But when I see white media reach out to those people, they are eager to be on white media. They are eager for every opportunity that they get to be on white media. And I think that speaks to that sickness that our people have, man. That sickness of white supremacy that's programmed into our minds. And, you know, I understand that like a major media news source is going to spread your message more. But if you're going to go to those sources, go to your own brothers and sisters as well. Support them. So, yeah, man, that's all I have to say, man. It's just a shame that even a successful, beautiful queen like the sister Lupita and Nyongo is treated with this utter disrespect because these people don't respect African people, period. Peace.